Hello and welcome back. It has been a minute. Been a busy summer, but summers always are. And I also got sick for a couple days and I'm still kind of recovering. So if I start coughing in the middle of this, I'm really sorry. But glad to be back. Super excited to keep playing some Keyforge, keep playing some adaptive. There's been a lot of conversations about adaptive. Sloppy Lab Work has been doing lots of cool kind of thought experiments about like chain bidding and stuff. And so I'm just excited to be getting to play more of this. We are in round 3 of Keyforge Team League, and I am facing off against Nobe. Nobe? Not sure. Really quick on the decks, I'm still on Tungsten here, and Nobe is running Hotling, Malison, Pericard, Shaman. Champions Challenge. It's got the Explorer tokens. Some good Brobnar creatures there, though. Double closed door, double outposts are really fast. Also got the Gruntworks transporter platform. Very high amber generation. No artifact control notable. I think the game is up, so we'll go ahead and get in there. Might be a little rusty, so we'll see how this goes. And there's the cough kicking in. But I got my tea. This tea has been incredible. More than any of the other medicines and stuff I've tried to try. Like trying to sleep when you're coughing is just the worst. Like there's nothing worse than that. Okay, we are on game 1. Going back to the deck quick. So Brawlin, Smith, Valve Blood, Stratosmack, Broken Axe, Frost Giant will be interesting if we can kind of keep that on the board for a bit to really stack Amber on with our Curiosaurus. That could be good. I don't know if this is quite the starting hand we want. Really want to see either some better efficiency or... Okay, I can work with that. That's some creatures on the board is good. Love to see some artifacts early. I wouldn't mind if one of these was a Dominator Bauble, but we'll get there. Starting off with 3 of these, a good chance we get some artifacts to play next round, but we're just going to get creatures on the board. What do they have for creature control? Obviously, they got the Champions Challenge. They've got some other stuff in Brobnar. There's the Brawlin making some tokens. Not super concerned with that. And then they use the Broken Axe Outpost to take out the Anguish. That's fine. Do I want to hold the Gateway here? I don't know if I do. Axiom should still do plenty against this. We're just going to take out the brick because we don't want to deal with that. Get the Drekker down there, starts doing some stealing, and go from there. Okay. So we have the Harvest Time. Might actually be worth... They get another outpost out. There's Ganymede outpost. Tension coil. We didn't see what that other token was. Very, very tempting to just ping both of these outposts here. Puts them at check. I can take them off with the Drekker. Almost want to wait until they have one more. Okay, so there's a Gruntwork. Oh, and a Rogue Op to steal one more. Goodness. Okay. Is it worth giving them the key just to remove those two? It might be. This Broken Axe could actually be a problem. And I don't want them getting the efficiency off this. Sad about the EP. We could just go Logos here and EP quick. See if they get one more outpost down. because they're going to get some good efficiency out of this, or work out of this anyway. So we're going to go back into this one more time. Feels a little weird, but we'll just... I think it's really hard to pass up taking out both of these. It does give them this key. Reap there, and we're going to go ahead and... That guy's elusive. Maybe I just pop the Inspector here. See what we can get. Uplink. Nah. Not great, but that's okay. We'll get some dinos down, and hopefully these have a better chance of surviving with that outpost going. I think giving them the first key is okay there. This deck is obviously a come from behind deck. I just kind of got to get set up. Sad we don't have much Logos working yet. We don't have any of our artifacts down, but the fact that we don't have artifacts down is really good because it meant that we had that clear path. Friendly guide fighting Cinder. Oh, both of them fought Cinder. Okay, so we really need to find Curious Saurus here. I think we just hold the Logos now and just start working our Saurian board. Oh, both Lethologicas is tough. There's just such a good chance we burn past some of the artifacts we need. Okay, so here we probably see one of those closed doors. Yep. It's fine. There's a mass buyout. They go to check. Really think I mind that? This deck is generating lots of amber like it said it would. But... yeah, lots of creature control too. I think we're fine taking the Logos turn here. See what we lose. There's a Torado. Oh, definitely should have done that before the EP. Yeah, that's okay. There's a second EP. I don't think we burn that here. We just force them to deal with our board again. And if they don't, we have a pretty easy fall back into Logos. So what do we lose on the second one? Monument, Shrix, so no Curiosaurus, only one Bobble, so still lots of artifacts left. Blood, Bumpsy, Krog the Clumsy. Okay, so these can start fighting next turn. I don't know that I care too much about that yet. We're going to get lots of draw here. We could get our Standardized or the Bouncing Death Quark. So I think we just go Logos. I think we just EP again here. There's Arcuria, there's Standardized, which doesn't really help us too much. Yeah. Let's see, did we lose Axiom, or is that still coming? Axiom's still coming too. I think we're gonna discard this. What Logos do we have? Still have a lot of Logos coming. Maybe we'll hold that. Good chance they kill the daughter this turn. Splash attack with Krog is going to do some work if they want to go back into Brobnar, but I think they want to start going into Equidon. Really would have loved the Bouncing Death Quark there, but... Okay, so they're going to close door me again. Don't take me off check, though. Let's see if they can find something. Oh, they got the double trading frenzy. Takes them off check, which I think is fine with me. Standardized kills the Frost Giant now, but it also kills my daughter. Or I could just BDQ both of these, but I don't have a way to stop the key if we do that, so... I think we might just be going this here. This doesn't feel great either. Yeah, this deck is just generating more amber and dealing with the board more than we can handle, so... What do we get off the draw? Nothing dis. Do we give him key 2? Just seems bad. I should have ordered these the other way so that Anguish was on the outside, so if they fight with Krog, it wouldn't kill the Anguish. I don't have a Curiosaurus down yet, so. Champions Challenge. Again, still no. Ooh. This might actually be not bad for us. Really wish we had that daughter. Yeah, because we'll have the Axiom. I think we do the Logos turn now. Okay, so we got an EP back. Didn't get any more capture in Saurian, though. That's pretty rough. And we got the standardized again. Which, if they make some tokens, isn't too bad. Yeah, this deck is just generating so much amber. And drawing a ton because, again, we hit the other 2 outposts instead of those. The mass buyout, that gets us some amber. There's a trading frenzy. So we can go Logos here. Logos. No. EP standardized. Daughter. And still no more capture. Ugh. Yeah, that probably is just game if they find a way to make more than, yeah. Just found all the wrong Saurian creatures there. That's really rough. Right? We only have 1 capture. This wasn't on the board. None of our artifacts getting on the board. I don't think this is a good showing from this deck at all, which means game 2 might be really rough. But that is, man, it's a fast deck. I think I want, I'm going first. Okay, we've got an outpost. We've got some Brobnar stuff on the board. How much ready and fight is there? Really, like, none. So this Frost Giant did hardly anything. Is this a good enough start, though? I think I'm mulligan that. I don't know if I should have mulligan that. Okay, so they're getting some artifacts on the board early. Okay. Should be able to smith here if nothing else. Just start getting some amber gain. I don't think this deck does much with those trading frenzies. Except sacrificing them when you want to do the... Ooh, there's Dominator Baubles too. Should we just do the Champions Challenge and go super greed here? No. We're just going to get the Equidon out. Saying the only way to proc the Frost Giant is the Get Hammer, which is just so strange for a deck like this. Okay, so they're getting some efficiency with the Torado there. We can actually do some really nice Brobnar stuff here, so what do we want to do? Should we just mass buyout? So let's see, we need Smith for 3, Valve Blood 4, Fight Ready, and not Champions Challenge. Champions Challenge, he would ready again. And I would clear their board. Do I let them have the... Oh, I have to fight because I'm enraged. Lame. Okay. I think I need to hold on to that. Yeah, bummer not getting to check there. I think that's an error on my part. They go into Dis, though, so that Drekker should be pretty easy to deal with. There's a Pandemonium, an Inspector. Might just take out the Inspector this round. Maybe not. Go Equidon here. I don't think I'm going to give them more amber than what they have, so I might as well just do this. Let them draw less. We'll do this. Capture. Don't want to capture stuff on the Frost Giant yet. Oh, and I should have stolen first. I think we will discard the mass buyout, though, since we have the Champions Challenge. Okay, so here come the EPs. That's fine. And a daughter. And no amber. Star Alliance gets me into check. This gets me into more check, but I don't deal with the daughter. Neither of these deal with the daughter. Getting the outpost out feels nice. Let's go ahead and just do that. Okay. Here's the big boys that we didn't get to see. And they got the Ludo, of course. We can take out the Ludo here. The Curiosaurus is down now. Yeah, just totally different game already because of that. So what makes sense here? Just keep going Equidon. Let's see. If he fights, then I can't reap. I should kill this to give him back some amber. Question is, do I actually want to kill the Ludo? Because Ludo lets me turn off Curia. Or do I just reap? No, let's do the steal. So reap here. This. Amber Road down. I think we killed Ludo. We'll give him a draw. Still got the Champions Challenge. Miss those two Dominator baubles. Yeah, them getting all of those artifacts early is just so different. Maybe I haven't been greedy enough with this one. Harvest time is gone. That's pretty good. Okay, so fighting him off, getting Amber on those guys, that's fine. Capture on the Inspector. Okay, and we'll just go Star Alliance here. So detention coil on the Inspector. This guy on the left, this guy on the right, and this guy on the right. At some point I might want to kill this guy or outpost him so he doesn't get too stacked up. Yeah, so now he just starts Dominator bobbling. Ooh. There's the brawl in. And goes for Gateway. Yeah. Yeah, just a lot of Star Alliance left, so there's a good chance this only steals one. We'll Champions Challenge next turn. We got two. Groundwork and Bumsy. I'll take that. And we'll go ahead and just archive. Lost too many of them to Lethalogica. So here's where Curiosaurus breaks down, is they don't have creatures on the board. Everything is 6 power, so I can actually just go the Star Alliance turn here and kill everything but Anguish. Which means I don't have to take my archives either, which is nice. Cloggin, you're not supposed to be helping me. Nobe won game 1. This WoE deck is quite fast. And my deck just could not keep up. And also, you see 5 artifacts on their side. When I played my deck, I had 0 artifacts on the board. Oh no, I had Curiosaurus on the board at the end of the game. But both of these two, I guess I had both of these, but I played them like at the end of the game. So very, very different on the artifact front. There's second EP. I swear that's third EP, but just how this game goes. I really don't mind just keeping going Star Alliance here. let them keep playing creatures. Except I don't have... Oh, I can grunt work to archive. Sweet. Grunt work. Ooh, this is kind of weird. I think we make the Shrewd into... Oh, I guess I'm going to draw it anyways because I'm going to flip it with the Outpost. So it doesn't matter. And we'll go ahead and archive. I mean, it's just all Brobnar, so... Okay, so we're going to get more dinos on the board. Some stealing. Not too much capture, except the monument will capture. Actually, a good argument for me just never playing creatures again in this game. But it's so tempting. Alright. I explained earlier, I've had a cough all week, and it's just been a struggle. So if I Champions Challenge, one of these has to stay alive. Don't want a creature on the board. Yeah. Go ahead and just do this. Don't want a Stratosmack because that makes me a token. Champions Challenge. We'll go ahead and leave the Thero on the board now. Stratosmack it. Lay out some big Brobnar. I was able to purge some of their artifacts, some of their outposts last game, but it was not the outpost that I needed to purge. I got the Ganymede and the Broken Axe with the Harvest Time, but both Aquiji outposts came up. This deck doesn't make hardly any tokens, so it's very consistent. Like, it's not going to tokenize key cards very often. And now that we've got the transporter platform and 4 outposts, 3 outposts? There's one more. Oh, yeah, there's one more outpost. Okay, so there's the Ludo. That's where this gets interesting. Do make a token. That is an uplink. I think we can use that to our advantage, though. Pretty tempting just to go Equidon here, but I don't think I need to. Should just use this Brobnar while I have it. Okay. One back there. And then we Broken Axe this guy. Blow that up and start putting it on my 5 powers so that I can actually spread them out if I want to. But I also just got to keep them from using these Dominator Baubles. That's just, it's such a different game when they get the artifacts out. Maybe I'm being too cagey and I just need to go full bore with this Equidon. Problem is I don't have too much capture outside of these shrewd investors. Oh, I do have the 2 trading frenzies too. Okay, looking for an effervescent, which of course they find it. And they don't mill anything to get it. Play the EP. Play the scroll. Melting Deathquark, yep. Yeah. It's standardized. Okay. So now we just go Equidon. Outpost. General damage. Left, get a mass buyout. This guy on the right, he will exalt. This guy. Outpost. Feels like it's the general. Draw nothing. Okay. Let's see if I can get to check. Yep, so I go dis. They dominated bobble to draw. Ooh, you're gonna give me a key? I'll take it. Yeah. There's no way to get damage on the Anguish in-house in this deck. Which is very important. We should have a pretty solid Star Alliance turn here. Okay, let's keep here first. I think we're okay leaving that on top. Rogops, only steal. Of course, there was only one. That was supposed to be how I got out of this. Anguish can't fight. Can't even stop the Kino. I can kill the Snudge, which is a good idea. Leave that, leave that. Leave that, leave that. Guess we'll... Oh, I have to archive too. Oh well. Not my best game. I'm sure you're yelling at it. I've been... It's been a couple weeks, alright? Thanks, bud. At least one of you appreciates me. Ooh, Axiom is interesting. I just can't believe I didn't steal. It makes me so angry. Should have picked up the mass buyout. I could still get it. I think that's the way to go. How about that guest room? It's looking beige as ever. And you know what? It's people like you that are distracting me, clogging from the greatness. Smith isn't happening this turn. Gruntworks aren't super useful. I think we just dig for the mass buyout here. Didn't get it. And we didn't get another creature who can play. And I should have stacked all of that on the Shrix so that when I do the Broken Axe, I can kill it. Woof. I had 2 creatures I could have drawn into to get that second outpost. It's not good. It's not looking good. Thankfully, I have no amber for them to steal with the Shrix. Ooh. Is that game? Oh my goodness. Uh, I just think I suck at Keyforge these days. It's been so bad. Bumpsy gets 1. Nothing I can bounce with those guys. These don't get me there. Actually, I can't draw those anyways, because I don't have any draw. What do I do in Star Alliance? Yeah. Dang it. That was awful. Yeah, just a totally different game than game 1. That's so frustrating. I mean, I definitely made mistakes. I don't know if they were big enough that it would have affected where we're at right now very much. 2 or 3 more amber, which they would have just been stealing the amber anyways. Hitting both of these on the Rogue Ops was like actually massive. Them getting the Curia down right away was huge. My game 1, I saw I think 1 of the Saurians. So many of them got milled with the. Just make sure I got no other options because I can't draw with the outposts. Gain amber with the Amber Road. Yeah, I just don't have creatures. I can't play these. Those don't help me. Yeah. Man. Yeah, so frustrating. There's some amber back. There's some amber dumped. There's this guy. There's that. Dang. Yeah, if I found Curiosaurus game 1, it would have been different. But I also, like I said, I did mill and milled so many of my Saurian game 1. I don't know if it would have made that big of a difference. Bad EPs at good times. They started with a lot of early logos, which I just didn't. I started with the disc creatures and just couldn't get anywhere with it. I gave them a key by purging their outpost game 1. I could not get outposts or creatures with my outpost. Like if I was able to loop this guy at the end, pretty different, but dang, it's a rough one. That's how adaptive goes. It's only my first loss this season. I won my first 2 matches, so I'll take that. It's so hard to know. Like how consistent of a deck should you bring to adaptive? Because I feel like this deck is more consistent than like others that I've brought. This deck doesn't feel like it should be that consistent at all. Um, hmm, Bomber. And on that note, so Nobe takes it 2-0.